Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be walking you through a business that's done $4.06 million in sales. So this is probably one of the biggest businesses that I've ever reviewed. If you guys are new to the channel, what I like to do on this channel is I like to find dropshipping stores, supplement dropshipping stores, e-commerce stores that are doing really, really well. Then what we do is we go behind the scenes and reverse engineer step by step what made them successful. We look at their ads, we look at the products, we look at how to source them, we look at the product pages, and then towards the end, you're going to have all of the different bits and pieces of information to be able to build and launch this exact same store. Now, what is my goal for this channel? My goal for this channel is if this is a business that you seem interested in, this opportunity excites you, I want you to take action. After you watch this video, I want you to basically go use this as research and go ahead and actually launch your own store modeling something that's successful. I have made a lot of money in e-commerce and dropshipping, modeling things that are already successful, not trying to reinvent the wheel. And I teach that to students of mine as well. So the best thing that you can do for your own business is to just model something that already works. And then once you have the ball rolling, once you have some sales, once you have already started kicking things off, what's going to happen is you can then introduce your own uniqueness into the brand, into the marketing, into the products, and then split away from what you are modeling and even make it better. Okay, that's the goal. That's the business plan. So if you want to learn about new businesses pretty much every single day, go ahead and leave a like on this video and subscribe, because that's what you're going to get from this channel. All right, so without further ado, let's get into this business. $4.06 million per month in sales. If you guys are seeing, I'm using a new tracker, right? This is proving to be a little bit more accurate, all right? But I'll talk about that in a later video. And now if you guys want to know, what are they selling? They're selling, okay, hold on. Let me actually pull it up for you. So they're selling this kids supplement. It's this multivitamin for kids, okay? And this is sort of one of their best-selling products. Okay, now this, if you're thinking, man, how will I ever be able to actually make and sell this product? I'll show you how. And if you're able to figure it out, you'll be entering into a very, very profitable space where you can build a business that actually makes a difference. Okay, because these all natural products, they're not difficult for you to source, they're not difficult for you to create. Like, for example, it is vitamins. Like this, if you send this to any single supplier, they'll be able to make it for you in a second. Like, they might already have an existing blend of this, right, that will be able to be yours. Like, you can just brand it and sell it. Okay, so this is not like this is not something that's proprietary or something that's very, very difficult, at least from not what I see. Okay, and this is what's in there, right? So without further ado, let me go ahead and show you guys what they're doing, and we're going to break everything down about this business step by step. Another thing before we get into that is look at the amount of active ads they're running. Right now, from what I can track, they're running 623 active ads. And guys, some of their advertising is so creative. I mean, look at this one, okay? Kids behavior, terrorizing your life. This could be linked to nutrient deficiencies, right? Now, you know, I have a kid myself, okay? Kids terrorize your life at a certain age just because they're kids. Okay, this is not a problem, at least from what I can tell. Maybe I'm not a scientist and a doctor and stuff, so take my advice with a huge grain of salt. But kids will be kids, right? But every parent with kids will be going through this problem. So any parent that sees this ad goes like, oh shit, this may be the reason. And there you go. Then they click learn more, they go to this page, and then they go ahead and purchase. So their advertising is what sets them apart, and their funnel design is also what sets them apart, okay? But not just that, everything that they've done to build this business has set them apart. So let's go through this step by step. So again, you need to understand this, not just if you're trying to sell this supplement. It doesn't matter what you're trying to sell at the end of the day. it doesn't matter what you're trying to sell at the end of the day, because you need to have all of these things in place. The first comment that I want to make is about the supplement space in general. For those of you guys who are thinking supplements are difficult to start, I'm here to tell you that it is absolutely not. Having grown a supplement brand to 6 figures myself, and having worked with so many different entrepreneurs who've done over 7 figures in online sales, I can tell you that supplements are not as like mystical or something that you can't go ahead and start yourself. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to Alibaba, and we're also going to go to Supplyful, and we're also going to go to Printify. Now I've been told that Printify actually also already has print on demand supplements that are ready. Okay, so we're gonna go and we're gonna look at all 3 areas to show you how easy it is for you guys to actually source your own supplements and sell them. So I'm gonna go here into kids multivitamins. In fact, because this is such a big brand, if I actually took a photo of this, right, and I uploaded it on Alibaba, there is a manufacturer who is selling this exact same thing. But look at this, okay? This is everything. This is the same multivitamin gummy. Okay, this is the same multivitamin gummy that they're being sold. Okay, so look at this. Folic acid. Look, hold on. Folic acid, all of these ingredients, vitamin D, A, B12, B6, vitamin C, vitamin E. If I open this, right, if I open the ingredients, you will find very, very similar A, C, D, all of these very similar ingredients in both. Okay, and that's because this is not rocket science. This is a very, very easy supplement to make. Now, the only thing that I ask is, if you're getting into the kids space, just be sure to work with someone reliable, actually test your products yourself, make sure you get all of the right certificates. And one big thing, one big hack through all of this is ask your supplier, who else do you supply? I want names of businesses that you supply to make sure that your product is reliable and credible. Okay, but at the end of the day, you should be good. Okay, now what's one way to do this is to just order the supplement and ship it at home. Okay, because each supplement that you sell, okay, if we go to the pricing, each supplement that you sell is about $30. Okay, it's about $30, and you're gonna buy it for like $1 or $2. Okay, so when you're starting off, it may be easy for you to actually stock it at home, okay, and then sell products from ship from your house first, like at least the first 50, and then once you start getting traction, okay, you can then get the entire lot shipped to a 3PL provider, and then a 3PL is a third-party logistics. They do the fulfillment for you, and then after you have some proof of concept, that's when you go ahead and start shipping it out yourself. In fact, this is exactly how my current dropshipping store is running. Okay, we just had a record day of profit yesterday with $2,000 generated in profit, about $3,000 in sales. The ad spend was ridiculously low, right? Which, I mean, you see the 15x ROAS, it's not actually 15x. We had some videos on organic go crazy viral, and a lot of traffic came from organic. So we had about 64 sales yesterday. But about, what was it? 16 were from paid ads, and the rest was organic. So this is insane, right? And again, this is the same business model that we followed, where we first ordered about a small sample size at home, and we were shipping it out ourselves. We have videos, and then when we're ready, me and my business partner, my brother, when we're ready to reveal this brand, we're going to share all the photos of us actually packing stuff and shipping it, stuff like that. Okay, but you know, an insane day of profit. So this business model, I'm telling you, and by the way, our product is a consumable as well. It finishes. It's something that people put on themselves. Okay, it's something that people ingest. Okay, so this product finishes. It's similar to this one. So what I'm trying to tell you is that it's not difficult to start. Okay, another thing is Supplyful. Now Supplyful, what Supplyful allows you to do is it allows you, I mean, there's all these vitamins and minerals. Supplyful actually allows you to drop ship it. Okay, so I want to actually find kids multivitamins. If there is, okay, so there's nothing specifically for kids. Okay, but hold on, let's see multivitamins. Look at this. There's daily multivitamins. Okay, so let's say you wanted to. I mean, with all with all of the same ingredients, literally all of the same ingredients are here. All right. So again, this okay for this product, it's a pre-buy, right? A lot of Supplefill, even if you don't want to get into this niche, but you want to get into drop shipping supplements, right? Supplefill will allow you to place single order units with your packing. So that's a huge win right there. And then something that I came across is Printify. Now, Printify apparently has started selling supplements, which is insane. This was always a print on demand. Look at this, new supplements. Printify will now let you drop ship supplements. Okay, and then let's see, is there something that I can filter? Right, they have, let's see, what else? Do they have multivitamins? They do for adults. Is there any for kids? Please tell me they have the kid ones. For women, for men, they have adults, women, and for men. They don't have the kids one yet, okay? But see, for example, over here, you would be able to put in your own design, okay? And sell this, right? If you wanted to go for men and women, all right? So this is what I'm saying. You can start very easily drop shipping supplements, or if this business plan makes sense to you, I would say actually order it in bulk, put it, or make a test order. If you have some money, send it to a 3PL or a third-party logistics provider directly, or start shipping the product or start shipping it from home. For those of you guys that need some help with this, click that first link down below. I work with supplement businesses a little bit more one-on-one to help them get started. Okay, now let's go into how they've built this brand. Okay, now what they've done with this brand, which is, hats off to these guys, is the way that they've gone after a single niche. Okay, hold on, let me actually, where is the way that they've gone after a single niche is absolutely insane. Okay, so what are they doing? All right, this business that makes them stand out so much is that they've identified a certain segment of the market to serve. Okay, they're doing a bunch more stuff, by the way. They have stuff for teenagers, they have stuff for adults, they have all of these different product lines. But what they're doing with this one product line is they're solving a specific problem. Okay, so for example, a lot of people would sell supplements, okay, for daily enrichment, for a kid to be stronger, healthier, happier, right? And that's what most multivitamin companies would be like, hey, this is your daily dose, you need this to be healthy. Okay, but health is such a broad term. Look at how they've zoned in on solving one particular pain point for one particular customer, right? For example, if your kid is constantly being rude, right? If your kid is terrorizing, right? If there's someone that's like a little bit unhinged almost, it's because they're hungry. Okay, and that's a problem that most parents can relate to. So this is a huge lesson for anybody in going into e-commerce, going to drop shipping, is what problem are you solving? So again, for supplements, when I work with people one-on-one, and whenever they come to me and they tell me that this product solves a wide array of problems, it does, because it's filled with minerals and vitamins and stuff, and each vitamin and each mineral can actually unlock a lot of things. You have to select one, maybe three main areas. Okay, in fact, not even three, select one big one to go after. Like, solve one big problem and position your product as the best alternative to solve that problem. And that's what they're doing, right? For example, they're only showing kids going crazy, okay, in bad moods, just annoyed and terrorizing you. And they're like, that's because their body doesn't know how to regulate, and this will help them fight hidden hunger and keep your child calm, happy, that perfect child that is in control of themselves. That's what this will help do. And it's good for them. So it's like, it's a win-win. It's good for your kid and it's good for you. And dude, that's a huge problem to solve for parents, for new parents, for parents of multiple different children. If you can come into the market with that positioning, that's crazy. So my question to you is, for your product, for your dropshipping store, what problem are you solving? Are you even solving a problem, right? These are really important questions that you have to address. Okay. Now, another thing that, this 4.06 million, if you're thinking that this is all coming from new customers that are just buying their products. That's not what the essence of a supplement business is. The essence of a supplement business and why it's super, super profitable is because you only have to pay Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, wherever you're buying your traffic from once for the sale. Okay. So let's say they spent $30, okay, to acquire a new customer, just on the higher end, but they spend $30 to acquire a new customer and their product cost is like $2 or $1. Okay. So let's say overall $32. Okay. They're selling their product for 30, around the same, 31, 32. All right. Sometimes 33 if they buy the first. So they're selling the ball around the same. Okay. So the one-time price is $40. And if they subscribe and save, it's $30. Okay. So the one-time price is $40. On average, somebody that's using your supplement will stay with you for 3 to 4 months. They're enjoying the benefits. They, when they actually give their kids this and they start seeing the results, I don't think any parent would quit. Like, why? That's just asking for trouble, right? Now the kid feels healthier, happier. There's a huge problem that's being solved. These people that will be on your supplement for at least 3 to 4 months. That's where the money is made. The money is made in supplement businesses on the back end when you reorder. Most dropshippers and most e-commerce store owners only think about the first time sales. Okay, let me share with you an example where I devised a back end that allowed me to get paid for 6 months after the purchase was made. All right, so this is a business of mine that net profited $17,000 in 1 month. Okay, and the reason it did that is because I had devised a strategy where I got paid every single month from one sale. Okay, the way that I did it was I'm selling a $240 product, but I didn't ask them to pay it all at once. I told them, hey, you can split payments and pay me 6 months down the line. That allowed me to double my conversion rate, get more customers in. And even if I wasn't profitable from the first month, which most big companies tend, like, that's something that they can forego if it means building a bigger customer base. But look at it. As soon as next month I'm profitable, then in Jan I'm even more profitable. Feb I'm even more. In 600, and this is profit net after everything has been paid. And so if you're making this type of money net every single day, that's where you can build a business that's actually crazy. Like, that's actually going to pay you. All right. So this is just one way to get a backend built, right? And that's what I want to talk. This is why I find supplement businesses so exciting. So you only have to sell them once. If a product is good quality, if it does what it says, they will stick with you for 3 to 4 months, which is just absolutely insane for your business. That recurring revenue comes in every time you send them monthly packages when they reorder. Or let's say they buy it. All right, let's say they buy it one time. Okay, what this business is doing is so smart. They're not even putting the one bottle as the first option. They're putting 2 bottles. You at least have to get 2. Right? Most people, when they see that, they're not going to be like, oh, I'll try it once. They're like, hey, if the business is recommending 2, I may want to try it out at least for 2 months before I make a decision. Okay, and the subscribe and save as well. Save too. And the reason that they're also doing that is most people don't just have one kid, right? They have multiple different kids. So, one for one, right? And if both of them are crazy, both of them are giving problems, right? It's like that. So, this is what the subscribe and save and the recurring revenue of a subscription model, like, will keep money in your pockets for a really long time. Now, one thing about this business, guys, is that trust is a huge part of it. And the trust element of the business can only occur if your product is actually good quality. So if you are getting into the supplement space, in fact, if you're getting into any business whatsoever, try the product out. Like, literally try it. Like, use it. Make sure, do your due diligence. Make sure that it does what you say it does. Okay, make sure it has what you say it has. Do your due diligence with the supplier. Do some quality testing if it needs be. It's a little bit more front end work, yes, but you're not going to build a $4.06 million per month business with ignoring all of these steps. So trust is really, really important. You don't want to be selling a product, especially to children, that is not of a high quality. And not to say, like, these suppliers have been in the game for a really, really long time. They supply some of the biggest brands that you've never even heard of. Okay, and if you're working with these guys, Okay, in their verified suppliers, you can even make sure that they are, they're verified or they're verified pro, and the response time is under an hour. You can switch all those toggles on and make sure you're talking to trusted people. Now, what I really want to do with you guys is review some of their ads. So let's review some of their ads so that you guys have an understanding of honestly how easy this product is to advertise. Like really how easy this product is to advertise. Okay, so let's look at this ad first.
3 red flags of vitamin deficiency in kids. Acting out, red flag. Behavior ups and downs, red flag. And struggling with listening, red flag. I always thought these were normal parts of being a kid, until my daughter's pediatrician revealed that she was suffering from a nutrient deficiency called hidden hunger, which didn't even make sense because I feed my kids so healthy. But it turns out hidden hunger is so much more than that. And I feared that I was causing irreversible damage and affecting how my kid would grow up compared to her friends. And I didn't know what to do, but luckily her pediatrician did. And thankfully she recommended a clean, healthy option, which was First Day. She said this gummy vitamin had helped so many other families, so I knew I had to give it a try. It's a super food blend with 9 crucial vitamins, including vitamin D, B6, and B12. And it's scientifically designed to fill the gaps in from nutrient deficiencies, plus support behavior development and overcome outbursts. It's been a couple months since my daughter started taking First Day, and it has been a game changer. She's calmer at home, she's well behaved in school, and even her teachers have noticed a difference. If you're struggling with behavior issues in your kids, I'm telling you, do not wait until it gets worse. I highly recommend just trying First Day, giving it a shot, and experiencing the difference for yourself.
Okay, this is what I call the perfect ad. This is something, when you do advertising for as long as I have, you don't look at an ad from an ad point of view. You look at it from persuasion and ad breakdown. Okay, persuasion level is maxed on this one. As you guys can tell, it's very, very well made. Okay, and this is just one of the 600. This company knows what it's doing. Okay, so the first thing is the problem identification. For an ad, there's certain criteria each ad has to have. The first thing is problem identification and agitation. So this is what, like, the 3 red flags, right? What's funny, and this is only something that I know because I'm a parent, is that every kid goes through this. I don't know if hidden hunger is the cause. It may very well be, but it doesn't matter what it is. Kids will always do this. So the target market is just huge. Like literally every parent in the world, right? Every parent in the world suffers from this problem. So they've not niched down from a customer point of view. They actually have the best of both worlds, because when you niche down, what happens is you lose a bunch of customers, okay? Because you're being hyper specific in solving problem. And I always recommend that, but they're doing it so smart because they still have every parent in the world as their customer, but they've niched down with a problem, making it so powerful, right? Because they can still target every customer in the world, but they're solving this specific problem. Okay, so again, once we've gone through the red flags. Okay, now she was like, okay, I thought this was normal being a kid. That's what everybody thinks, right? So they made the problem relatable. Okay, but then she does something that's crazy. This one sentence adds so much credibility to the entire ad. It changes everything. Okay, she said, my daughter's pediatrician revealed that this is what is causing the problem. And she recommended the multivitamin. So it's not her, not something she discovered. Her pediatrician, someone with authority, told her. Okay, again, an insane credibility adder. Okay, then she's like, so first it's agitation, okay, and then it's explaining the issue, right, and making it relatable. Okay, now a lot of people, when they explain the problem, sometimes it flies over someone's head because they don't relate it to their daily life. Okay, now what this ad did, which was really brilliant, is that they said it was hit, and then you can just go back on the video and watch the ad completely as well, but they said it's hidden hunger. And it's like, wait, I already feed my kid, but what does hidden hunger mean? So over here, they actually go into what hidden hunger is, right? They make this problem relatable, where it's like somebody understands what this issue is, and then it goes into how this thing is affecting her daily life, and it's causing, they said it's causing irreversible damage. So this is very, very persuasive marketing. Irreversible damage to your kid, you unintentionally are causing it. Like, how big of a hit is that, right? And again, so that's what it goes into. Then I didn't know what to do. Luckily, her pediatrician did recommended this multivitamin. I got it, and then they show how they like this thing where they showed it. Even that, it's like it's so well made. It's not some crazy thing that we're asking you to take your kid. It looks like gummy bears, right? And then you have it, right? And then they show what's in it. They show a kid eating it, which was really important. And then they show the changes in her behavior. And the way that they show it, it's not like, oh, she's so nice now, she's so calm. No, look at how they make it relatable. She's well behaved in school, and her teachers noticed, which is always something like, it's again, as a parent, if my kid's teacher called me and said your child is amazing, I'd be all over the moon, right? So make the problems relatable, make the benefits relatable as well. So great advertising. And again, I think all of these ads deserve another ad review video, where I'm just gonna spend an hour looking at the ads and breaking it down. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit learn more. Okay, now what happens when we hit learn more? We're taken to a beautifully designed funnel. Okay, now we're not taken to this page, okay, which is where they're selling the supplement. Okay, no, we're taken to this page that's going to pre-frame why somebody needs it. Okay, now notice some things on this page. There are buttons here, right? You know what all of these buttons do? They keep you on the page. You are not escaping this page. Now, what is the difference between something like this and a Shopify store? Okay, so now I'm going to go to Shopify, and I'm going to see if they have some themes for supplements, because that's what most people are using, right? Shopify themes. Let's go to theme. Let's go here to supplement. Okay, so there's no supplement theme, which kind of sucks, but let's go maybe baby and kids. Okay, and let's go to like this one. Okay, now let's go to this demo store, and let's assume that instead of what most people do is send traffic to what this business is doing, send traffic to a funnel. Let's assume that you're sending traffic to a page like this. And for example, let's say this is your product page. Okay, like this is your product page versus their product page, and just imagine that you're sending a supplement here. Over here, all these buttons keep you on the page. Over here, any button you click takes you out of buying and somewhere else. Now, instead of buying, you're reading a blog and looking at a photo shoot, right? How is that going to help your conversions? It's really good as a customer experience tool, but as a sales tool, it sucks, right? And that's the problem. That's why most people with Shopify dropshipping stores will not make money, because all of these buttons, there's just way too much happening. There's way too many distractions. They're not going to buy. Versus over here, they can't get out of this page. Okay. Their domain is actually firstday.com. They've created separate funnel pages, and all of their traffic is going to funnels. Anything I click, it's going to a funnel. Like anything I click, right? It's just going to this. And what they're doing, by the way, is they're changing the headline based on what the ad is. All right, and what the product is. So this, they have a multivitamin, same for women. They have a multivitamin for kids. They have a multivitamin, and that's what they're doing. They're driving traffic to specific pages that coincide with the ad. That's number one. Number two is they're keeping them on the page so that the person, all they're focused on is buying. Okay, and that's what's really, really important. Okay, so now let's go through the funnel. So we've just seen this ad, and we're convinced right now. Let's put ourselves in the customer's shoe. We saw this ad. We're convinced our child has a problem with hidden hunger. Okay, now I'm worried. I'm a worried parent now, and I've gone to the page. Okay, now it's like, okay, discover the nutritional switch changing parents' lives. What a headline! Just one switch will change your life. And again, they're so smart. Again, this company, one of the best that I've ever seen, they're not promising instant results. They're not saying, hey, take this pill and see your child's behavior change in 2 weeks. They know they can never fulfill that promise, okay? But what they can do is say that one switch can change your life. Over 50% of children suffer from an invisible threat. 600 families have joined First Day's 30-day challenge to fight it. Are you in? Right? So the ad has already educated us on what the problem is, and this is showing us that one switch will change our life. Plus 50% of children suffer from this. So your child is probably in that 50%, and 600,000 families have joined. Are you going to join as well? And then over here is all of the people that are going like crazy, and such nice lifestyle photos. Okay, next one. If you're a parent, you need to read this. Your kid's having trouble sleeping, focusing, or behaving, right? They're suffering from an invisible threat called hidden hunger. And what's shocking about it is that it has less to do with how much you feed them and more to do with the quality of the food. Now, guys, my wife is always worried about this. Like, as a guy, I don't really think about it so much, right? My wife is always on me about this type of stuff, the quality of our food. Like, we need to buy this organic stuff, we need to buy this, and we need to buy, like, y'all should see the bill. Like, y'all should see when we go shopping, like, what the bill is. Like, 'cause we're always like, for like even like the chicken that my kid eats, it's different from the chicken. I don't care. I don't care. Like, as long as chicken is chicken for me, right? But my kid gets the chicken that was massaged, taken to the spa, like, it's crazy what he eats. Okay, so this is what most moms are worried about, the quality of the food. Okay, so you're feeding them nuggets, pizza, fries, right? It's easy to fall in the pattern, and that causes hidden hunger because your body's hungry for those vitamins. And this is what we're going to do. So then they're going into the research. Discover, like, by the way, they've not spoken about the product once. We've already been here. We've not spoken about the product. Okay, now we got to get to the product. Okay, here's what you need to do about it. You need a consistent source of fruits and vegetables. They've still not mentioned the product, but here's the thing: 5 years of development, 35,000 clinical research studies, 17 prototypes, and now we launched this one. So how amazing is this funnel, the way that it ascends, right? Shines light on the problem, agitates it. What did we do to fix it? This is what we did, and here it is. Perfectly. And then see, this is what ours is versus what other people's are, right? Picture giving your kids all of this in just 7 seconds. Okay, again, they're sticking to commitments that they can actually fulfill on, not like hoo-ha stuff. This is stuff that they can stick on, okay? View ingredients. This is all the ingredients, right? And now, if your health is better, your household is better. Better behavior, more stable mood, better sleep, better mental health, okay? And 600,000 people have switched. Claim your offer and the founder, okay? Is this the marketing that you're doing? Are you using landing pages, and are you talking to your customer in a way that makes them literally run to get their credit card? Literally run. Be like, and like, it's like, this is like, how people like would maybe even think about, hey, do I need to get this? Do I want to get this? No. Like, if somebody is primed, like imagine like if some person sitting and their kid gave him like the worst day of their life, and then they see this ad and they're like, oh, it's not my child's problem, he's hungry, hidden, his hunger is hidden, I need to solve this hungry hidden kid. And then they buy. They don't ask the father, they don't ask anybody, they just swipe the card. And that's what you need to do in your marketing. Okay, now I know this video has gone on a little bit more longer than usual, but let's go ahead and talk about how you would go ahead and build this funnel out. Okay, so now it's very difficult for you to be able to achieve the same type of effect on Shopify. If you go to Shopify, Shopify is very restrictive in the way that it allows you to build, right? Otherwise, you need to upgrade to themes or get a custom person to actually come in and build these pages out for you, or you use a page builder. But most page builders suck, and it's very difficult to integrate it into Shopify and create beautiful looking landing pages that work well, right? This is the reason why I stopped using Shopify, and what I use now is called Shop Funnels. And I'll show you exactly how I would start creating this page. Okay, so Shop Funnels is a Shopify alternative. It allows you to build pages, build full funnels. So a funnel is a page, then order, then upsells, all the way to thank you page. It allows you to build websites. It allows you to have an e-commerce backend, so you can upload products, whether it be physical, digital, service, and subscription. It accepts all of these payment methods. You can build really, really like nice looking order forms, introduce all of these different things, and it's insane. Okay, so this is what I use as a Shopify alternative, and it's much cheaper than Shopify. To create this on Shopify would either take a custom code or at least 200 to 300 in recurring revenue fees for apps. Trust me, or a headache with a coder or designer who will never get it to look as good as this, okay, versus what I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so I'm inside Shop Funnels right now. I'm just gonna go create, and so all of these, by the way, templates that are built are pre-built dropshipping stores. So what I do every single day is I go ahead and I find the best performing stores. I actually pre-build them. I copy the design of the original one, but I swap out the images and text, so you're never actually copying them word for word, you're modeling them. And then I have all of the research done, ready for you to use. So for example, this funnel that's done close to $1 million in sales is doing it, selling it off this product page, similar to how they're doing it with this product page, right? So I've built out the product page, and over here, I've included all the research, like who the supplier is, what the ads are, how much revenue is being made, what the customer is, all that stuff. So let's say you didn't want to launch a supplement, but right now you just want to get your hands dirty and use like good, well-designed pages to sell products. You can just download the store and start using it. Plus, anybody who actually ends up using Shop Funnels gets a step-by-step training showing you exactly how the software works. So I will get you trained up to use it as well as if you were using Shopify. Plus, you get access to a private mentorship group where you talk with me pretty much every single day, where we go ahead and launch your business together, right? So click that first link down below for a chance to get that. So, but right now I'm creating new funnels. I'm going to go empty funnel. I'm going to call it first day. Okay. This is the first day funnel. Right now we have this funnel that's ready. Okay. And we're gonna start building this step by step. Okay, so we have this funnel that's right here. Okay, now I'm gonna build this section in here to show you how easy it is to do it. Okay, so the way Shop Funnels works is it's blocks and columns, right? So block is one main section, and column is how you split up the block. Okay, so we're gonna put two, right? Image and text. So I'm gonna go save this image. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it here. Very easy. Okay, image. Right, I'm gonna go and okay, let's upload it. Okay, now the image has been uploaded. Okay, now let's go put this in. Okay, this is how fast it is, by the way, like, and I love doing this, guys. I used to build, there's this video that I did a few days ago, maybe even yesterday, I don't know when this video went out, where I walked you through my sort of transformation from Shopify to ClickFunnels to Shop Funnels, why I did every single thing. And it's worth a watch if you haven't seen that video, because it'll show you exactly what I went through and why I needed to switch to Shop Funnels, and what it's been like ever since I've been using it. All right, so I'm going to save this image. I'm going to download. I'm going to drop it right here. I'm going to screenshot it because I want it to be like a circle. Yeah, and so we're gonna build out this page. Okay, so we're gonna build it out over here. Okay, we're gonna put this right here. Yeah, this definitely deserves another video. Like I just want to just for myself, I just want to look at how awesome these ads are. There you go. And don't worry if you don't know how to build funnels. Like that's my responsibility to teach you once you join Shop Funnels, right? We're gonna do this. Okay, we're gonna copy this. We're gonna change the background color right here. Make it this. Okay, perfect. Okay, now we're gonna make this green. I think it's there. Yeah, they're using this font probably. Okay, and now we're just gonna go get this color. What is this color? This is a dark green almost. No, it's more of a green. Hold on. Pick color from page. Yeah, this one. Got it. Let's go here. Text color. Okay, perfect. Now it's that green, right? This is like a Times New Roman, I think, right? So I'm gonna make it big. I'm gonna make it like a Times New Roman, right? I'm gonna bold it as well, make it a little bit bigger, right? And make it like this and make it like this, right? Do you guys see how awesome this is coming across, right? And by the way, all of this is mobile optimized automatically, right? So you don't even have to actually go in and do it yourself, right? All of this is mobile optimized automatically right here. Okay, then we want to change this as well, and we want to change this as well. Okay, and I mean, look at how close these two pages are. And this is exactly what you would do. You would just build out this entire page, okay, step by step. It's just image text, image text, image text, okay? And then you would have like a button in here that says at the bottom that says redeem offer, right? So I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to put this button right here, okay, that says redeem offer, okay? Now, once we have this button in here, okay, and I want you to assume that you're going to basically put this all the way on the bottom, okay? Hold on. Okay, now when somebody clicks here, the next page they go is the order page. Okay, so now I'm going to create another empty page called the order page. So this is again why Shop Funnels is amazing, is because you can create pages exactly the way that you want to model someone, right? Then over here is where you would create all of the order elements, right? You would create this, these functions, all of this, right? Now I actually have so many different order pages already created, right? So let's go into this one funnel that I launched, and I actually launched it live on the channel and made sales, right? And so this is the order page, right? Do you see some similarities between the way that this is designed and the way that this is designed? Look at the way the buttons are, right? You can make this exactly like this, right? So the second page you build is something like this, okay? And you could even just take the elements of the template and put it in yours, all right? And then after they're done buying, you know what? We're not done selling, because the next thing we're going to sell them is the supplement for themselves, right? Because over here, as we can see, they're actually also selling some supplements for women, right? I think we opened it up in an early, like for example, this one. Okay, this is for teens. So then we sell them a teenager. Okay, we sell them one for teens. Then we sell them one for themselves. Like once we're done selling, it's not like we're done selling. We keep selling them more and more products. Okay, here's where all your orders show up, so you can fulfill it. You can automate it. You can connect it to Shopify, so Shopify can handle the fulfillment, right? You can track sales. You can track analytics. You can do email marketing on the back end. Whatever you can think of, you can do it. But the moral of the story is model what's successful. Look at how this brand targeted one problem that teens were facing, went all in, and developed amazing persuasive advertising that takes them to well-designed pages that speak of the problem directly, and then it goes into the sale, right? And after that, they're selling them more things, right? If this is the type of content you want to see more of, please let me know in the comments down below. Please leave a like in the video if anything that I said made sense. If you enjoyed watching the ad, watching the funnel build, and watching just pretty much the entire video, let me know in the comments down below. For those of you guys who want to work with me, I work with supplement business owners one-on-one in a more closely knit environment. Click that first link down below. If you've never started a supplement company or want to start one with me, let me know that as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.